Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Get G's Garage. Today, what I'm doing. Hit like, hit share, subscribe, hit thumbs up, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. We're about to answer some emails, and not emails, but people are hitting me up through Instagram, Snapchat. Sorry, not Instagram, and TikTok, and here to YouTube. And basically they're asking me questions about the car behind me, question about that car right there, that car, the one in the back. So I'm about to answer them right now. First question was, when am I going to tune the CRX? So my first question was, when am I going to tune the CRX? This question came through Instagram. So he asked me, he said, man, I've been hearing you saying that you're going to tune it, but you never. So when's the first time I'm going to tune the CRX? Well, before the hurricane, I was supposed to get with Javi Tune. I went and bought a couple things before the hurricane to work on the CRX. And one of them was a throttle body. And so I can take it over there. It's not a throttle body. The TPM was bad. I bought it. As you can see, I haven't installed it because it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks past the hurricane, and my house is a mess. Yeah, I have to cut that. So I haven't even started the car in 3 weeks. I'm gonna start it up today or tomorrow. But that's what happened when the hurricane hit my house. You can see that's my generator to help me out through that. That's the motor for the hatch. But as you can see, my house right now is a little bit fucked up. You can see out there, I got all that is garbage. And well, tuning my car right now is going to take a little bit stepping back because I don't have the flow. I have to fix my roof, fix that water damage right there. It wasn't there for the hurricane. I got one in the bathroom. I got cracking on the here. I got cracking on the. There's a lot of things I don't want to bore you guys about. So on that point, CRS is going to take a lean back so I get a chance to get a tune. And it sucks because I want to drive my car. That's my baby. I want to drive it. I want to take it to car shows. And I haven't done nothing to it. So that's your question. Second question was, what's up with the CRX? I mean, what's up with the EG? And this came to Instagram also. And I said, which EG? I got two. I said, the one that you've been building for 2 years. Well, this is the question right here. This is the motor. The motor's right there, ready to go. I was gonna put it, believe it or not, that weekend, that Sunday that I had to clean the garage, I was supposed to be putting that motor into the hatch. And I'm glad I didn't want to do that. This is a friend of mine. He's been friends with me for 5-6 years. He likes the way I build the CRX. He asked me and said, yeah, bro, I'll help you out. Cool person. So Steven has spent a lot of money into that motor right there, into his hatch, and the hatch is covered right now. If you saw my videos, if not, go back into the videos, you see how the hood flew over from there. The hatch was right here. This 2000 was inside. My truck was right here. Hit that and landed up against that palm tree over there. I busted up so bad that we need a hood now. That's number one. So right now, again, hurricane, he doesn't have that problem. He's traveling, he's making his money. So we're waiting for the turbo for that to arrive any minute this week. And hopefully I can push that car in here, put the one out, put the motor in and put it back in. But the reason I haven't put the motor in, because you got no hood, I want to have a hood at least so you can know water goes into the engine bay. And after that, everything else is there. I have to put a fuel cell on it, run some fuel lines, fuel pump, and get it running. All right. So next question was, what's up with the Teggy? Well, the Teggy. What's up with the Teggy? The Teggy was, a subscriber gave it to me. I made a promise to him that I will not destroy it or take it to the junkyard. Have to be running, right? So what I did, I got a JDM front end, and I'm making a clone on my old car into that car. So if you watch prior to my other video, this question came to YouTube. If you watch one of my other videos, I already started working on it. I've already swapped the door handle on it, and I cleaned the whole interior on it the other day, yesterday, and I passed all that shit that I need from the other car to this car. I'm about to start doing the dashboard and the and the harness that I need, the brakes and tires are going over there. And after that, you guys telling me if I should take the win in that other dump car or the other win. It's up to you guys. All right. The other top 10 question about 4 already answered. Next question was about my S2. This came from YouTube, and this one was asked, when will you have the S2 painted? Brother, as soon as this stupid problem that I have caused a hurricane goes away, it's going to take me more than a year or two. Right now, I've got no sponsors. YouTube is not paying me. The only sponsor that I have here, luckily, is my boy that I love. It's called Toxic Powder Coating. So he did the powder coating right there. He helped me out with that. And I had Dragon Design, that is the one that made my shirts. Those are the only 2 sponsors that I had locally. But major sponsor, they would pay me to work on my cars, and I don't even have that yet. So everything comes out of my pocket, and this pocket right now is dry. So car runs good. I took it last time I drove it was like a week ago, and a coworker was telling me that he saw my tire moving. So something that I gotta look into it. It's parked right outside. Car's turned on, runs beautiful. I do want to do a paint job, better wheels and more suspension. I want to give you more into that car in the future, but right now I don't have the flow to work on that car. Now, the last one was, another one was, we're almost getting down to it, was what I'm gonna do with my son's hatch. That's Manny's hatch. If you watch previous videos, we rescued that hatch from way out in Orlando area. It was way in the field. We raced it back up. Already got it running and everything. We have it. It was literally a few things that we had to finish with that car. Problem with that is that Manny's been working so many hours on that his work. He hasn't come see me. We, battery, this battery holder for the battery, a couple other things, and get a tune. We were going to tune them together, but Mr. Huracan came by and said, nah, changing your plans. So that's why. Let me take a break and I'll answer the other 3. All right, back to the question. Another question I have, this one was through Snapchat. I got this one day, I had this blink came on my phone. I'm like, what the hell is this? Clicked on it, was in Snapchat. They asked me what else I'm going to do to the CRX. Well, my next plans on the CRX, besides tuning, is getting a brand new hood, changing all my bolts from stock bolts to the start system, the start, the company that sell you all the start bolts and all that. I want to do that and change all of mine to that. I want to change the seats, because I really do. I got two different steering wheels on the car, so I don't mind, but I want to change the seat, and I would like to do the harness a little bit better inside the car. Besides that, change the wheels. Definitely the wheels, all the tires got to be changed. Paint I want to replace the calipers on the CRX. I want to put the same wood caliper that my son got on his hatch. I want to do it front and back on the CRX. Besides that, after I'm done with that, I don't want to mess too much with the CRX. When it comes to talking about EF, I got another guy that hit me up to YouTube on my oldest videos, asking me when I'm going to be able to do another EF. Well, I was after this guy named is Ricky Ricardo. He's lived here in my local area, and I was trying to trade my 2 Integras for a shell of a CRX. If you watch my channel, you know that I have a couple of motors and transmission lying down. I have a complete swap that I can put in the shell. He didn't want to. He wants to keep it. I understand. I'm the same way. You know, EF for life. So with that said, I'm looking, well, not now because all this roofing problems and all that I have in the house, but I am looking for a 88 to 91 SI hatchback. That'll be an SI. If it's running, beautiful. If it's not, that's cool. And that's what I'm looking for. I want to buy that and put it together. I got a guy ask me why do I like to work on these little POSs. Well, I'm Puerto Rican. In Puerto Rico, I had owned a '86 Corolla, and I loved it. But what happened is, a lot of my fellow Puerto Ricans moved here from Puerto Rico, and coño, bro, they'll scoop those cars so fast that right now to find a good shelf for those cars are ridiculous. So what I did, I do the best thing I like. Actually, I was into the Nissan game, and I switched to the Honda game. And one thing that I like about Honda, I like to be the underdog, always, all my life. Well, you can grab one of these motors, bring it to 800 horsepower, and beat up Lamborghinis, beat up V8s. Yeah, all day long. Fuck yeah. I'm the underdog. I love being a Honda boy. Well, Honda man, whatever you want to call me. I'm, 46 years old. I've been doing this for so many years. But yeah, that's what I like about these cars. I can move that chassis. I can put it in any of these cars, including the S2000, and I'll still be beating people up with them. What was the other question? Oh, I had a good one, and this goes 7 years back to my first video. The guy asked me why will I go to so much headache building cars from the ground up, and I'm going to ask you a good question on that. I like cars running. The S2000 was running when I bought it. Had a nice paint job, but it did a makeup paint job on it. And I'm picking the S2000, the first example. I drove that car daily for 4.5 years before I bought my truck. Before I bought the CRV and then the truck. And they're fun to drive. But I can grab my truck right now, put some wheels on it, drop it, and call it a build. But it's not a build. Do you know why it's not a build? Because you did not build it. You went and bought wheels. Yeah, put the wheels on and lower it. You pay somebody to lower it, or you did it yourself. Wow, you build it. No, you're not building it. Building it for me means you grab a car like this, you take it completely apart. Take out the motor, take out the suspension, everything. And you put at least sweat, blood, cursing, stress, everything to get this car back in the road without knowing if it's going to work or not. And if you follow me on my YouTube channel, you know very much that I had cars that would never start on me, and then I deal with it, and I had electronic problem. I'm not perfect, but that's the way that it is. So for me, a build, it's not a brand new freaking car. You went and bought it, and you put a paint job on it, or you wrapped it, and you put wheels on it, or airbag system. That's not a build. Yeah, it's cool. I respect you, but I respect more a guy that pulls into it for a 1970 Chevelle, drop to the floor, blah, 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 blah. That's my respect, because that guy put a lot of money into that motherfucker to get it running. He spent a lot of nights under the hood to make that thing perfect. And if you ask a guy, oh my God, how you got this? They're going to smile and be like, yeah, man, it took me like 2 days to figure that out, but I got it. That's the kind of guy that I like. That's the kind of guy that I love to respect. That's for the Integra back there. Right now I got no cash in my pocket, and everything that I'm doing is moving one thing to another that anybody had done this before and get that car running. And by the way, I tried to sell that car and those cars, and nobody wanted to buy them because they would look at them and, oh my God, so much fucked up. And watch, when I get it running, you're gonna see people knocking at my door. But besides that, let's change the page. One more question and I'm out for the day. Well, I'm out for this video. Asking me what happened with the black car. Well, black car, it was a friend of mine. We had it here for almost a year, and it's gone. Went to the junkyard. What do I have here? So many motors, because as you can see, when I was in the single cam stage, I had a bunch of single cam. When I was in the B and H series and J series, I had a bunch of those. I'm in the K series right now, and I love this K series chip. So I got one for parts, one for built, just in case something happens. The one that goes to the hatch. Another one that I got spare. I got 2 more motors right there. And I got 2 more motors in that corner right there. I got 3 other, 2 more transmission in case swap. I got 2 case F transmission in the back. And I have also a single cam transmission in the back. With that said, guys, hopefully all my answers, any other questions were answered to you guys. I don't like to put people's name and I don't want other people going after you guys if you answer a stupid question or you guys ask me a question that you think it was stupid. But I don't like to say names. But this video, if I would look into the comments, I want to say it if you want to leave me answer questions, everything there, you let me know. I will answer back in another video. Guys, I do have one more that I just remember, and that was maybe 6 weeks ago. I was visiting Orlando. In Orlando, I was visiting my good friend Orlando, his shop over there, Enemy Creation, and in that video somebody comment in Facebook telling me if you move, will you move to Orlando because you like to hang out in Enemy Creation? I said, look, I'll be honest with you, I love Enemy Creation. I think Orlando you should be inspired with that guy did. I know Orlando for years. I know Orlando when he started. First time I bought his ship nut for him, and I've been following him all the way through. And me and Orlando got a great relationship. I got his phone, I call him, he answers me, he ships shit to my house all the time. But I would not live in Orlando City. Maybe I move to Jacksonville, Ocala. I got a good friend of mine. Actually, it's a subscriber, became a good friend of mine, Ray. I would like to move over there. One reason I would like to move that way is because I can hang out more with Ray, because me and Ray got the same mentality. Jacksonville, I got another good subscriber there that is a good friend of mine. He's an EF guy. He was here with his EF. He drove all the way from Jacksonville to here, 5 hours one way, just to put his CRX on timing. Yes, I would love to live over there just to hang out with him and 2 other more subscribers that I got over there. We also have an EF that he's trying to bring, not EF, 93 hatchback. He's trying to bring it down here. I would love to hang out with him too. Who else? Jackson and Orlando, I do have my daughter lives over there, and I love you, baby. But in Orlando, will not even touch it. Nope. Miami, hell no. I live in Miami. Nope. I live in Cape Coral, Florida. My area is very quiet. So a lot of people moving in. So when the hurricane went by, I live like 20 minutes away from Malache. If you look Malache is destroyed. Well, like little 20 minutes on the hurricane is like ant stack because we were in that tour. Another place I would love to move would be the mountains in Georgia. I love that area. We have my family, my wife's family have a cabin out there that we go all the time, and I love it up there. Besides that, in Florida, I will move for a few areas. I like to be quiet and move to those areas that I know that I will have more fun with more of my people. Well, with that said, now I'm saying goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. Love you guys. Peace out. And hopefully this hurricane bullshit goes away and I can build back cars. So I'm going to try to give you my best, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. I would like to give you my best best glass form. I'm sorry if I'm not going to give you new parts coming in because I don't have the money for my cars to get brand new parts right now because everything's going towards my house. right now I don't have nothing to put in my cars. The only two cars that might give me parts are going to be that hatch, maybe that one, because those are people that don't, they have her shit together. I don't have mine. My roof, all this happened when the hurricane. That's cracked. You see molding coming through, and unfortunately, my house comes first. I need a place to sleep. But I'm gonna try to give you the best I can out of those 4 cars that I got here, 5 cars that I got here. I'm gonna give you the best platform that you can see what I'm doing, and we go from there. All right, peace, guys. I'll see you guys later.